When a monarch is crowned, they always hold the royal scepter and orb. I'm working on a production of Frozen, and if you caught my last video, then you would have seen that I made the orb for Elsa's coronation, and today we're going to be making the matching scepter to go with it, and we are starting right now. What's up you guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jenny and I'm that props girl, and I'm all about helping non-professional theatre makers, props designers, hobby crafters and decorators create unique props and decor. And today, as I said, we're going to be making the royal scepter to go with the orb that we made last week for a production of Frozen Junior. I really loved making the orb, it was so much fun, and the scepter was also very easy. So if you are keen to see that, then stick around. Be sure to smash the like button because it lets me know you want to see more content just like this, as well as consider hitting the subscribe button and bell so that you don't miss a single one of my uploads, and stay tuned for all of the Frozen content coming your way. And with all that said and done, let's jump straight into this tutorial. For this, I used a dowel rod which I cut down to size. I used some gold paint, some fake pearls on a string, some fake gemstone stick-on gems, and some gold ribbon, as well as some foam board and hot glue. Step number one, I took my dowel rod and I cut it down to size. You can make this longer or shorter if you wish. I made mine kind of a middle length that the child can hold it in their hand quite easily. And I went in and just painted that gold with some gold acrylic paint, and I did 2 coats. Next, I broke it up with the beaded pearls. I put one at the bottom and then I put my hand in and then measured where I wanted the second one. So there was a bit of the scepter that was like a handle, and then I measured up the top and decided where I wanted to put the matching orchid flowers that we had from the orb. And if you haven't seen that video, then be sure to check it out after this one. And then I put some at the top, which would be the base of my orchid petals. Once that was done, I went in with the gold string and just glued that in a crisscross pattern. I did this freehand without measuring. You can measure it if you want. I just did it by eye. In the gaps of the gold string, then I went in with some gems and I glued them in, and they're the exact same colors that I used on the orb as well. To fill in some of the other gaps, I just went in with some varied amounts of jewels, and I didn't think it looked quite good enough, so I also went in with a few little strips of stick-on jewels around where the pearls were as well. Now to make the orchid, again, just like I did with the orb, I used foam board and I measured out the dimensions for one of the petals and then used the first one as a guide for the rest of the petals. And then glued them in bases first around the dowel. and then when they were dry, I just pulled them out and then shaped them and turned them into the lovely orchid, and of course went in with some gold paint. At the top and bottom of the dowel, I put a gemstone, and that was it. It was really, really simple. It was much easier to do than the orb. But speaking of the orb, I actually went in and put some pearl wrap around the orb as well. Because it wasn't quite matching, and I thought that this just made it pop. So if you did watch my previous video, this is a little addition I've done since then. And that was it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and you learned something. Be sure to leave me a comment down below with your thoughts. And as I said, if you haven't checked out part 1, be sure to go and check it out now. Be sure to also hit the subscribe button and bell so that you don't miss any of my content coming up. I've got a lot of Frozen and other things coming your way, and I can't wait to share it with you guys. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.